You can see all the tasks here, and also under relevant tasks, what are the milestones here you have picked it, and you can pretty much actually do the extension, dragging, dropping, all that can be actually done at this level. So this would be simply a Gantt chart from our side. And so once you have created the Gantt chart, you can actually see it from your Kanban view, which we call the to-do. In this, if you select a project, you can see all these. So this would be a waiting area for a particular project, and these are all the tasks, and this would be the work in progress, and this would be the pending approval area. So once you have completed it, then it could go to this level. So then if you click on here quickly, all the details will be appearing here. And what you can do is you can fill the details from here as well. And if you want to attach any documents, you can attach it for related to that particular task through these options. And you can just upload it. And also you can simply drag and drop it to each and every level. So reinforcement and concrete. So if it's work in progress, once it has been completed, you just put it to the completed unit. So, or if it's in quality department, so you can just pretty much go ahead and put it here for the review. Then once you have completed, then you can pretty much drag and drop it to the next level. So that's quickly about the to do or the common view. So let's get into the other view where we have the task management. So all those three forms that I was discussing about, which is the Gantt chart, to do or the Kanban view, and task management, they all link to one another. And moment that you do an update, it pretty much actually updates each and every single section. So here, as you can see, it's 0%, but once you have actually completed the task, it would be showing, how far you have completed the task. Say for an example, here you can put, if it's like 90% has been completed, then you can just pretty much update it here and just go ahead and save it. So likewise, you can change the percentages, all that from here, and then you can do the editing part as well. Say if any other further information to be incorporated into this section, then you can pretty much go ahead and do it. Then once you have done the changes here, it would update your Gantt chart and the to do as well. So briefly, this is the project management module. So I have shown you three views that you can take in the project management um, application. And so let's look at the production side. Let's get into the manufacturing side of it. So to do that, let me go back into the item management. In the item management, there's a section called component management. That is where you pretty much go ahead and create your bill of material. So let me go ahead and select some finished goods here and filter it. So let's get into one of these items. Here, if you go to the component, item component, So this is where you will be actually adding the bill of material here. So item, unit, quantity for that particular bill of materials through the item components. So you can have multiple level bill of materials. We call it multi-level bonds, and creating a one finished good under that multi-level bonds. So this is where you pretty much actually, if you have your if the waste percentage is here, you can define it. All that is actually the assigned quantity item. That means the raw material here, and then you can all create that, and then you can actually view it under your item components. So that is pretty much the item management. So what we have is we have even stage level manufacturing, where you can create multiple locations, and from multiple locations you can transfer it. But simply, if we are telling, so in the production management, let me show you under production management. So what we do is we have the we issue the products to the production from raw material store to the work in progress, and then what we do is we receive the finished goods. So just let me show you a form quickly. Then also you can actually check your work in progress. What would be your work in progress, and how many raw materials has gone into your work in progress location, or the WIP location, from WIP location to the finished good location. So you can create your own location hierarchy as well. So here, as you can see, from location to location, so you can pretty much actually select it from here. And also you can create you can merge two batches also. Say for an example, you create a one batch, then if you want to merge it with another batch, from here the project option, you can actually pretty much merge that part as well. So that is pretty much briefly on the production side. So there's some, before I get into reporting, I will first show you a very important report, especially when it comes to manufacturing. What? So here you have different, in any of our reports, you have plenty of selection criteria. So you can select the from date to which date, and the project, all that can be actually selected from here. And just let me show you a quick example before I just talk about other reports. And in this report, you will be able to clearly see, how many, what is your opening balance, how many receipts. That means how many items that you have received onto the WIP location, then how many issued to the finishing location, and what would be your closing balance. So you can look at your WIP, and how many finished goods you have received, and how many are in your raw material store. So that's just a quick overview of that report. And before I go ahead and give you a brief intro to reports, I will let you know what are the areas that we have covered so far. We have covered the setup, we have covered the purchase, we have covered the inventory area, we have covered the sales, accounts, project management, and production management. So let's look at quickly before we finish it up. Let's have a look at a couple of reports as well. So you can same here when you look at the stock side, you can look at the uh, stock ledger reports, stock valuation reports, any other reports that you will be needing. So it will be all here. Then stock aging reports as well. Say for an example, let me see. So you can take the item by stock aging analysis. So you can define your own buckets in it, and then you can actually see it. from here.